China clean up its act in time. The big dig that's just unearthed the boyhood home of the father of our country. And the $400 million payday. Which media star just signed a massive new contract? Nightly News begins now.
From NBC News World Headquarters in New York, this is NBC Nightly News with Brian Williams.
And later, the remains of the day when George Washington was a boy. They found the house in Virginia. You know the story about George Washington chopping down the cherry tree and then refusing to tell a lie. We were all raised on the story, and it's wonderful, and it's total fiction. It was made up by a writer after our beloved first president had gone to his great reward. The story, at least, took place at George Washington's boyhood home, and in fact, that home has now been unearthed, and we are learning a lot about it. So on the eve of this July 4th holiday weekend, here is NBC's Bob Faw.
We cannot tell a lie. That cherry tree he reportedly chopped down is long gone, but here where George Washington lived, age 6 to 20, they're still finding plenty.
What this site is going to do for us is it's going to fill in some holes about probably the most important American that there is.
Filling it in from nearly 500,000 artifacts unearthed here. Bits of pottery, ceramics, wig curlers, even toothbrush handles. In what from 1738 to 1772 was the foundation and cellars of Washington's boyhood home.
This is a large kettle fragment in the side wall here. The kettle is actually broken and upside down, but that's one of the legs of the kettle.
Archaeologists from the George Washington Foundation spent 7 years looking for this site.
That's the back side of our wall.
After several dead ends, they marvel all the more at how such tiny scraps can reveal so much about one person.
Some of those attributes that he has as a man, I suspect their roots are situated in the landscape here.
They're still looking for the family's dairy and smokehouse, but this is a huge piece of what had been the great George Washington puzzle. Now, if they could only find the stone or whatever it was he supposedly hurled across the Rappahannock River from this very site. Bob Faw, NBC News, Washington.
That's our broadcast for this Wednesday night. Thank you for being with us. I'm Brian Williams. We hope you can join us again here tomorrow night. Good night.